why Thailand is becoming more and more expensive. For many travelers and expats, Thailand is still considered, even right now, as a very expensive place. This is not a coincidence, but has very specific reasons. Anyone who has lived here before can clearly notice the difference compared to the past. Prices have gone up. The sense of fairness, I would say, has gone down. More and more people are asking themselves whether Thailand is really still the cheap country it once was, the paradise it used to be. Anyone traveling in Thailand quickly notices foreigners often pay many times more than locals do. A pad Thai costs 50-60 baht. Just a few streets over where the tourists are, it's 180. A beer in the store, 40-50 baht. In tourist areas, 200, 100, 150. And these aren't just minor things. A rental apartment in Bangkok, foreigners are often charged 50% more or even higher. That's just how it is. ATM with 2 baht legs. And then on top of that, the baht keeps getting stronger. And then there's inflation as well, yes. At times, inflation in Thailand is 6 to 8% per year, and at the same time the baht has gained up to 20-25% in value compared to recent years. What that means, anyone bringing their money in euros or even dollars simply gets far too little for it. Thailand now has the highest ATM fees in all of Asia. Each withdrawal incurs a fee of 250 baht, and if you're not careful, you have to pay an extra charge of 5%. That's how it is. And if you do that several times a month, if you regularly withdraw money, well, good luck with that. And then we come to another annoying topic, restaurant prices. They are sometimes at Western levels here. I'm not talking about the street food stalls, no. Hotels, restaurants, if you want to go out for a proper meal. In Pattaya and Bangkok especially, there are beers, bars, restaurants, and then there's the plus on top of that. You know, the tip. Here it's 7%, then value-added tax, and yes, then there's the payment by credit card or debit card on top of that. That's already become standard everywhere unless you eat at the small stalls. Okay, next topic, health insurance. Health insurance is a very underestimated topic. Anyone who comes to Thailand as a retiree or an expat can't avoid the troublesome issue of health insurance. You can forget about the state pension here in Thailand. It only applies to Thais anyway. Private hospitals here are great, but extremely expensive. A reasonable international health insurance quickly costs several hundred euros a month, depending on your age and pre-existing conditions, 700 or 800 euros at my age. And anyone who sorts this out too late or tries to get by for years without insurance risks getting hit with a huge, hefty bill in an emergency. So, having a lot of fun or saving money doesn't help you here either. You shouldn't take this lightly. Fewer tourists, but prices are rising. Next topic. You might think Thais are different. Falling tourist numbers would make you think prices would drop, but the opposite is true. Many operators, owners, or whoever else are trying to make the same revenue with fewer guests and simply raise the prices. At the same time, neighboring countries like Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Malaysia, or even the Philippines are booming. Vietnam is growing rapidly. There are hardly any two-tiered prices there. Anyone living outside the tourist centers in smaller cities like Rayong, Chiang, Chiang Mai, or Ban Chang pays significantly less than in Pattaya, Bangkok, or Phuket. Local markets, street food, public transportation if necessary. All of that is still affordable. And in my opinion, anyone who is flexible and adapts and doesn't insist on Western comforts at all costs can still live well and cheaply in Thailand.